A tiny orphanage in a small town in Baden, Germany, may be an unusual place for the seeds of an international congregation to be found. Nonetheless, this is where Emma Franziska Hell, who became Mother Alexia, began her journey to respond to a worldwide call to mission. When Father Francis Xavier Lender found himself with a group of suddenly orphaned children in his parish, he sought and renovated a building and recruited helpers to respond to the growing need. In time, he had founded his own small congregation of sisters, according to the rule of St. Francis, and he wrote the constitutions, submitting them for approval to the bishop. Along with the other sisters, Sister Alexia made and sold beautiful embroidery work to help support the orphanage. Money was always tight, and both Father Lender and the sisters sacrificed much for their young charges. At one point, Sister Alexia and a companion went on begging tours. In the town of Meßkirch, she received money from the town miller. His daughter, Paulina Schmidt, entered the community at Schwarzach a few years later and received the name Sister Alphonse at her reception in 1869. In 1871, Germany was for the first time united as a country. Otto von Bismarck, Chancellor, was concerned about Catholic bishops and priests as a threat to this unity, and he undertook to limit their influence. Some religious orders of men were expelled from the country, and all religious were forbidden to teach. The Bishop of Freiburg wrote to the sisters in Schwarzach, offering them three options. They could leave the convent and return to their homes. They could remain at Schwarzach and teach and care for the orphans as a group of laywomen. Or they could leave and either join a more established community elsewhere or begin anew outside Germany. Whatever their choice, he was hereby dispensing them from their vows. After much deliberation and prayer, the Schwarzach sisters tallied up their decisions. 10 sisters were going to stay with the orphans. Sisters Alexia, Alphonse, and Clara were going to leave for elsewhere so they could live as religious. The next question was where to go. They put the question to a Capuchin friar they trusted who had given a retreat for the parish. When his answer came, it told them, "In God's name, go to America." After they left Schwarzach, the three spent another 8 months preparing for the travel to a new country, stitching vestments and teaching young women of the village of Neustadt to embroider. Sister Alphonse had inherited a small piece of property. They decided to sell that property and use the money to buy their tickets. And in late August 1873, they sailed on the SS Europa from Le Havre, France, arriving in New York on September 11th, 1873. In their clothing, they had sewed the money they had left, $70. Mother Alexia was known for what one bishop called her shameless confidence in God. And that confidence was sorely tested as the three sisters sought a place in America. They spent several months in Philadelphia, staying with the half-brother of Mother Alphonse and his family. They stitched vestments and sold them to local parishes. They had an interview in Baltimore with the bishop, but did not find a place there. Next, they took the train to Chicago and stayed with an aunt and uncle of Mother Alexia. More disappointments followed. With the help of a Benedictine priest, they went to Milwaukee and stayed with Mother Caroline and the School Sisters of Notre Dame. Here they studied English and were introduced to a pastor looking for sisters to staff his school. With the approval of Milwaukee's Bishop Henney, they agreed to go to Newcastle, Wisconsin, with Father Anthony Michaels. The combination school convent Father Michaels brought them to was almost completely unfurnished. On the first night, they ate a meager supper on a large board they found in the yard, cleaned and placed on a box. They spread blankets on the floor to sleep. The next morning, they renewed their vows in the presence of Father Michaels. The people of the parish heard of their plight and brought furniture, food, kitchen utensils, and a wood stove. Mother Alexia already saw that the convent Father Michaels provided would be too small for the community that she envisioned. 5 days later, she signed a contract with the John Fellants Construction Company for the erection of a convent within the space of 5 months for the sum of $10,950. This combined convent boarding school became the first mother house of the School Sisters of St. Francis in 1874.